Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel and today's video. So in today's video I am going to try out some of Certifeye's palettes, and I don't really know what to do, but we'll see. I purchased these ones myself. I think that they are just spectacular. They are so beautiful. So the first one is the Tropical Wonders palette, which is a rainbow palette. I have said before, I am not over rainbow palettes, and especially not if it's like this pretty. Maybe I won't need to purchase more rainbow palettes in like this format, but in this format, yes please. And then I also purchased the Certifeye Dynasty palette. This is also a beautiful palette, but this contains shimmers as well as mattes. So I think that I will play with this one today actually. So I'm just going to zoom you guys in. We're gonna do something with the eyes, and yeah, we're gonna get to talking a bit. Look at this palette, it's so beautiful. So this is the Dynasty palette. It's like a beautiful like fairy tale castle. It's the same thing on the inside, but I wanted to show you guys the Certifeye palette as well, or the Tropical Wonders palette. So this is a lion, and then on the inside you do have this beautiful elephant. It's really stunning actually. As I said, I'm going to dive into the Dynasty palette today. It doesn't come with a mirror, just so you guys know if that is something that you like. I am just looking at the palette and wondering what I want to do today. I might want to do a mix of warm and cool tones. You know what, for once I am actually going to start off with this shade. This is the shade Fortune, and I have not even swatched these, not at all. And I know that so many of you loves a good deal, and I don't have a deal for you, but I just wanted to talk about brushes really quick. So this is the Sigge E40 brush that I usually use as my transition shades brush. It's very big and fluffy. And then this is the Wet n Wild brush. As you can see, this is bigger, and it's almost like the bristles are the same length, versus here they are a little bit shorter on the side. This isn't as packed as this one is. The Wet n Wild one is okay, definitely, but it's not my favorite. I don't use it that much, but I found this one. This is the BH Cosmetics Vegan Brush V5. So as you can see, they're not exactly the same. This is a bit like the BH one, is a little bit bigger and fluffier, but I thought that I would use it today for the first time, and if it's good, I'm gonna purchase like 100 of them. So let's see. Okay, we're gonna dip into the shade Fortune, and the palette contains a little bit of kick up, but as you can see, we got a lot on our brush as well. I don't really know if this is gonna contain fallout, so I'm just gonna tap off my brush, which I always do. And we're just gonna see right here. Okay, it seems pigmented and nice. So I wanted to let you guys know how I actually found out about Certifeye, because I actually found out about them about a year ago, maybe even more. I was laying at home, I was sick, I had the stomach flu. The brush is actually also really nice. Yeah, so I was laying in my bed, no, I was laying in the couch. Both me and Nicholas were very sick, and I was laying there and I was watching Snapchat, and I saw that Angelica had purchased the Tropical Wonders palette, so the first palette I showed you guys, and she had, because this is actually cardboard, and as you can see, I have some spots right here, and if you try to like remove them, it does remove, but she had taken some beautiful photographs of it, but she had some stains because her black shade had actually cracked a bit, or it wasn't broken, but some of the shadow had like leaked out. And she said that she didn't have Photoshop. You know, Angelica Nyqvist here on YouTube. I will link her in the description box. But she said that she didn't have a Photoshop, so I just told her like, send the picture to me, I can Photoshop it. I needed some distraction, so I just removed all of the spots, and then I could watch all of these like beautiful pictures and the beautiful palette, and I really wanted to purchase it, but I didn't for some reason. And then I talked about that the Dynasty palette came out in one of my videos. I don't really know which one, but it was in one of my Will I Buy It videos, and I have always had that one on my mind. And I was just like, you know what, it's time to get it now. And then I saw that Blush Tribe actually, this is also a little bit fun actually. Wait, I think I'm gonna take the shade Riches. Oh, sorry, this one, Riches. It's like a pink. I would have liked it to be a little bit more red, but I might deepen it up a little bit with the shade Velvet later on. This had a little bit more kick up, as you can see. Anyway, so Blush Tribe actually said that they had a oh my god, do you see the pigment on that? Oh my god! Damn! Damn bala bam! Okay. Yeah, pigmented. Damn. So Blush Tribe said that they had a code with Certifeye, and I didn't think much of it because I know that Blush Tribe have had some glitters with the Certifeye before, like a bundle sale that when they have had, like they have sold Blush Tribe's palette along with some Certifeye glitter, so I would just assume like, yeah, good, and two indie brands supporting each other, which is really nice. Okay, this is a little bit harder to blend out. As you can see, I'm struggling a little bit. It's very, very pigmented, but it's so hard to really blend out. Okay, anyway, so she said that they had a code with Certifeye, so if we wanted to purchase from Certifeye, we could use the code Blush Tribe. So I just wrote a comment like, I hope it's affiliated so you'll earn some money. And she was like, no, it's my sister. And I was like, what? Are your sister the girl that owns Certifeye? I had no idea, so no wonder they support each other and like look at this beautiful palette and like really support each other online. I just thought that that was really sweet because I think that, okay, I'm going in with the transition shade once again. I'm gonna use another shade actually. I didn't really love the tone of this. It's nothing wrong with the tone, but I wanted it to be a little bit like more red and warmer. But I just think that that was so much, or not so much fun, but I thought that it was really cute because I think that a lot of us would support our sisters or our, you know, relatives or whatever if we were in the same business. So I just thought that that was really sweet and I really want to share it with you guys. So I just want to say before I forget that what I think about the BH Cosmetics brush. I think that it's great. I don't think that it's the same as my Sigma one. My Sigma one is very, very soft. It blends out beautifully. This one is also very soft. I feel like, yeah, maybe they are almost exact dupes actually. I don't know, but I can't talk about the longevity about this. I don't really know how it will perform after I've cleansed it and everything, but as of right now I really love this and like this, I would say. Yes, not love. I swatched the shade Velvet right here. I can say, by the way, that this is a sort of palette that if you are very messy with your palette, this is gonna be super duper dirty, super duper fast, like this, because this is paper, like carton. So imagine it being like the Jaclyn Hill palette if you have that, but I think that this is a little bit harder to clean off. Anyway, I went in with the shade Velvet and swatched it right here on the back of my arm. I think that this will but this will be a lot better. And as you can see, you get a ton of pigment, so I would assume that these palettes are like very, very pigmented. I can't speak on her first one. This is the second one that she came out with, so I can't speak for that, but as of right now I am really impressed with the pigment. The shade Riches, oh my god, so bad, was a little bit hard to blend out, to be honest. So we're gonna apply this in the same way that we applied this one, or the first shade I mean, because I just want to change the tone of it. I want it to be a little bit more like burgundy red, which I feel like this is turning up to be. I also really love the packaging of this, but honestly, do you see that pigment? I'm just dipping in so slightly. They are like as pigmented, I would say, like, you know, some Anastasia shadows, but they contain less kick up. But this shade, y'all, this is really, really pretty. So going in with the shade Fortune once again, which was our crease color, just to blend them together. together. Honestly, like, I'm already really impressed. So now I'm gonna carve out my lids, and I like to do this with the Anastasia concealer. I don't really use it under my eyes, so I have found this purpose and it works great. It doesn't crease and it's easy to work with because it's very thick, but it's still like easy to blend out. So I'm just gonna speed through this process because I always do this on camera. And as you guys know, I love to intensify the line that is right here. So I'm just going to the shade Velvet once again, and I'm using a pencil brush. I'm taking just a little bit on it, and then I'm just going to intensify the brush. And now I'm just gonna take a little bit right here to the side as well. I always like to do this. And then I'm just going to take a little bit right here. I will say with this shadow, you tap your brush off because I'm pretty sure you will get fallout otherwise. Okay, so time to work with the cool tones. This is gonna be fun, guys. I am pretty excited about this. So I actually wanna use the blues. Yes, I've seen so many people do warm creases and like blue lids, and I want to do that. So we're gonna do that today. I go through my eyebrow brushes or eyeshadow brushes so fast. So I'm just gonna take this one. This is a Essence concealer brush, and I'm going to start off with the shade Emperor. Oh my god, look at that. Okay, so I'm just going to place this right here. And then right here. So now I'm kind of just stamping it on, and since I'm not complaining about the shadow, but since this is a wet base, it will appear very, very pigmented. But I do think that the shadow is very, very pigmented on its own. So I'm gonna continue with the shade Grand, which is this lighter blue right next to it, just to give it some gradients. I do really like this actually. Okay, so for the middle shade, I am going to take the shade Opal, which is this one. And I will, oh my god, look at that. I will of course, oh my god, sorry. I will of course use it. I will of course use it dry as I always do, and we will see how it performs on its own. Okay, that is good. That is really good actually. I wonder, because the formula seems very similar to Blush Tribes, the shimmer seems similar. Okay, so I'm just going to blend everything together a little bit more. I do want to go in with a little bit more of the shade Emperor because I like that strong blue shadow. Oh my god, I love this. I do want to carve out this a little bit more now that I can just freestyle it a bit more, and do a little bit of a thicker line. Oh my god, yes. I do have some fallout right here. I don't know if you can see, so just remember to tap your brush off. And now we're just going to blend this out again. Look at that. Look how this blends out now. That is actually really impressive. So one more time, I'm going in with the crease shade, which was called Fortune. And I am just blending this. So we're just going to bring that shadow back a bit. I really like this. So I will do the rest of my face. No, I will do my other eye and then we will be back to do the under eyes. So I'm actually gonna keep it really basic on the lower lash line. I'm gonna take the shade Velvet on a pencil brush, the same pencil brush that we have used, tapping it off and then just keeping it really simple and close to the lash line. So now that that is done, I'm just gonna take the shade Fortune, which is this one that we used in the crease, and I'm just basically gonna smoke them out together. So just doing like so. I'm gonna take a little bit more color. Okay, so this is the finished look. Well, it's not the finished look. I am going to slap on some lashes and such and do the rest of my face makeup, put on some lips, I'm not really sure what, and I will be right back. Okay guys, so this is the final look. So first impression thoughts, I guess you could see kind of my idea, and that I really do like the Dynasty palette as of so far. This shade, as I said, richest, I want to say richest, but richest, you know which shade I'm talking about, this one. This is hard to blend out, let me just say that. It's really hard to blend out, and it's not my favorite, like I can definitely work with it, but it was hard and I don't think I would actually reach for it. This shade doesn't look much for the world like in the pan. I mean, I guess now that I'm looking in the viewfinder, it looks like a brown, but it's really pretty actually, and I think that that shade blended out perfectly, same with the shade Fortune. So when speaking about the blue shades that I used, the matte 2 blue shades right here, it is real hard for me to say just because of the fact that I kind of just placed them, I didn't blend them, if that makes any sense. Like when I'm putting them shadows in my crease, I'm blending them, but when I'm just placing shadows right here, it is, I mean, I'm not blending them. I kind of just place them and then I put the shimmer on. Okay, so talking about the shimmer, I do feel like the shimmer is kind of cohesive with blush stripe shimmers, but I do like it. As I said, it does contain some kick up, so if you don't like kick up, then you will not like this. It isn't to the extent of like the Anastasia shadows, but I would say like they are fairly similar. Like you cannot take a brush and swirl it around, like really dip it in hard. You have to be a little bit more careful when dipping in, and I don't have a problem with that at all. I feel like they blended really nicely and they were super they were super duper pigmented, which you know that I love. Comparing to like Anastasia shadows, they are a little bit harder to blend out. I feel like Anastasia shadows, in my opinion anyway, are really like that to blend, but these are a little bit harder. Not to say that they are hard, definitely not, they are not hard, they're super easy to blend out. Having said that, I feel like these are spectacular, but keep in mind this is not a review, this is a first impression, and I have only used like a handful of shades. I haven't tried out the wear time, not anything, and I have only tried out the Dynasty palette. I will have it on the screen how much it is in pounds, because I only remember how much it is in Swedish crowns, but I will have it on the screen. That was my little first impression slash review. It's not a review. Keep in mind, it's not a review, but it's my little first impression anyway. And you got to see a tutorial, and yeah, I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Please give me a thumbs up if you did. If you didn't like the video, please give me a thumbs down so I know for future videos. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys tomorrow or very soon. Bye!